Greetings, welcome to Kinesiology 111001 Summer Term 2020. All right, so let me just start off with this because a couple of you have already reached out to me via email. That's fantastic, thank you very much. I do have my email address up on Blackboard, and also I'll have it on every slide presentation that I'll be doing. Yes, every slide presentation that I'll be doing. And it's afleisch@harpercollege.edu. Honest to God, I don't know why they do it, but they cut off the last letter of my name for my email address. So even though my last name is Fleischer, my email address is afleisch@harpercollege.edu. That is the best way to reach me. So for today's session, it's really a bunch of housekeeping, right? So when you look at our class was originally designed to be a Tuesday, Thursday class, and I'm going to try to adhere to that schedule, specifically because we know with the Tuesday, Thursday, we would have had 16 meeting sessions, and that aligns with a point value that I'd like to have for participation for this class. Now, what that also means is it kind of constricts me and confines me. I don't want to have this be a case where it ends up being like, here's some more content, here's some more content, here's some more content for this class, because we're not actually physically getting together, you know, because of all the virtual format. So to that end, I'm going to stick to Tuesdays and Thursdays for workouts when I send over workouts to you guys. And then looking in terms of the scheduling of that point value for those workouts, you get 5 points for each one. All right. So let's dig into this. This is a disclaimer you should have seen. It's actually one half of it. You should have seen when you signed up for the class. I can't stress this enough. If you have a pre-existing condition, if you have an injury, if you have a heart condition, if you have diabetes, if you have some type of exercise-induced asthmatic condition, please check with your doctor first. This class is designed to teach students regarding working out and fitness, and that's a byproduct really of what is an activities-based course where we are going to be working out. So if you have any kind of pre-existing condition, make sure you're fit enough to work out and your doctor is giving you the okay. I can't also stress this enough. Given we're doing this class in the summertime, be smart about your workouts, right? If you have some type of physical condition, realize we might have days that are 90 degrees out, 90% humidity, and you need to be smart about how much you exert yourself in this class for your workouts. If you start to feel sick, start to feel faint, start to overheat, make sure you stop. And I can't also stress this enough, make sure you have plenty of water. And that hydration cycle starts long before you do your workout. I mean, it starts in the morning when you have your first glass of water, of which you should have minimum 8 a day at 8 ounces. Okay? Be smart about these workouts. This class is designed to expose you to working out and fitness. It's not designed and intended to crush you. So what you'll learn, all right? You'll learn about the body, you learn how it works, you learn how everything kind of integrates together with working out. You have some physiological adaptations that happen with exercise, with bones, tendons, ligaments, muscle, and just some real fundamental stuff, workouts, different modalities, and biomechanics. The safety component is huge, and unfortunately, because we're in a remote format, it's a little bit difficult to be hands-on and give some technique pointers, but I'll do my best to try to get those across in a video format and doing some of these presentations. And we'll definitely go ahead and talk about core training. All right, guys? Now, what's kind of quirky is this is an activities-based course that's generally in the weight room at Harper College, but we don't have access to that facility. So everything is going to be delivered online, right? So whether it's assignments in terms of check for learning, or content, that's all going to be delivered via Blackboard. The workouts will be delivered via teambuildr. teambuildr is an app, and yes, that's spelled correctly. That app allows me to deliver content, but it also allows me to see how people are progressing, because you, on your side, in the athlete module, you can type in your reps and your sets and your weights and how much you've done, and you know how you're progressing. But just realize there is going to be a little bit of reading, a little bit of reading through some presentations, and then there's going to be check for learning, but there's also the workout component. And if we break this out, you really look at it, you have 4 check for learning assignments at 25 points each, And then attendance and participation, put your fingers in quotes there, is 16 sessions at 5 points each, so you have 180 total. Now with the check for learning, the way the course is broken out, I've taken the content and I've mushed it into our 8-week course, and I've broken out into 4 different modules, right? So you have 4 different modules at 2 weeks apiece, and you have content in one, content in another, content in 3, and content in 4. And in each module, at the end of it, will be a check for learning assignment. 25 questions. Don't go looking for it yet. The content is up, but the check for learning is not. I have not created those check for learning assignments. I'm the kind of guy where I tend to do my classes organically. I mean, I don't use notes from 3 years ago, although you might see some content from 3 years ago, but I'm not the kind of instructor that takes the exact same information from day one and just regurgitates it back out 3 years later. I tend to massage and adapt my presentations as I go. To that end, I have yet to actually write those check for learning assignments. So don't go looking for them and don't send me an email saying they're missing, because they're not. I've not done them yet. And then attendance and participation, that'll be done through teambuildr. Make sure you get your workouts filled in. You'll see how to do this here in a second. And you get 5 points for each one of those for 80 points. So the big question always is, what's my breakdown? You know you have to get 162 points. Well, 162 points will get you the A, and frankly, there's absolutely no reason why anybody in this class should do less than an A. Those check for learning assignments are pretty straightforward. I give you the information in the modules leading up to them, and you are quizzed on that stuff. It's not like I'm showing you something shiny in the left hand and I'm punching the stomach with my right hand. I'm trying to be very straightforward with the content delivery and what you're being tested on. Also with the workouts, again, because we're in a virtual format and we're making adaptations for, say, like weather days or having to work out outside in extreme heat conditions, you might have a work day on a Tuesday or Thursday and you can't do your workout. Well, there's no reason to miss. You can just do your Tuesday workout on a Monday. So from my perspective, as long as you just get that information filled in at teambuildr, you're going to get the points. To me, I frankly won't know if it's Monday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday as scheduled. Just make sure you do the workouts and you fill in the information as you go. And with that, get your 162 or better points. So you got 4 check for learning, you get 25 points apiece on those. Then you know you have to get just 62 points for your attendance and participation. You can kind of do the math, right, in terms of where you think you'll land on this. But I'll say it again, it blows me away when I see people pull this grade or this grade in this type of class, because there's really no reason for it. I mean, quite frankly, everybody should be up in this range. 1 credit activities course, you know, I'm not trying to pull the wool over your eyes. Everybody should get an A in this class. The 2 main mediums I mentioned will be the teambuildr for attendance and participation, and then check for learning will be on Blackboard. And then as you go through the teambuildr, I'll be manually inputting the points for attendance and participation as we go. So safety, safety, safety. If you are working out with equipment, just be smart about like your equipment. If it's damaged, probably don't want to use it, right? If it's unsafe, like you have paint buckets resting on top of your bench and you're trying to do a workout on top of your bench at home, probably don't want to do it. If you're trying to do burpees in the middle of, I don't know, Algonquin Road, not so smart. So be smart about your workouts and be smart to realize and recognize potential hazardous situations. And again, I'll say it again. In the beginning, with some of the extreme heat we're going to see going into the summer months, be smart about it. You might be best served if you undershoot your workouts a little bit on the front end and then kind of ramp them up as you go. If you start to feel a little bit overwhelmed, a little bit ill, a little bit sick from your workouts, you might need to make some adjustments in terms of what you're doing or how you're doing it. But again, be smart about it. So the app is teambuildr. This is the front page for teambuildr, or their landing page. And so when you look at it, it's a wonderful tool. It allows me to deliver content, but also allows me to track users. And so like this is an example of the coaching module. And I can go into these different students and I can view what they've done. And I can see, okay, John Doe, Jane Doe. I click this open and I can see quite literally if I've assigned 100 reps of work and they've only done 70, I can see they have 70% completion rate. So it's kind of cool. It allows me that functionality. When you get this push notification from teambuildr, accept it And then your password to start off will be Harper with a capital H, hashtag, #, whatever you want to say, 1200. 1200 is the address of Harper College, 1200 Algonquin Road. So capital H, Harper, # 1200. Feel free to change that password as you like. If you run into an issue with that, let me know. I'm the administrator, so I can change passwords at any given time. If you forget yours, please don't forget yours. Okay? You'll get that push email from me. And then when you get this and you open up your workouts, it'll pop up on your phone. It'll show a list of exercises. So for example, you have different icons down here, and these icons all are for speed, agility, quickness, and conditioning. You can see it looks a little bit like an EKG readout. You'll see one that's a dumbbell. It's in red for a strength training workout. And you'll go in, you click on one of these. And when you click on it, it'll open up and show you an actual workout program for each one. So in this example, this user is doing seated row, 4 sets of 8. And when they're done, they'll type in their weights and it'll save that information. Where this becomes important is you click save, it automatically saves that. And then a week or two down the road, when you get your next workout, if you need to reference back and see how much weight you did, you can click the green icon right here. And that green icon shows history, all the workout history for the particular exercise. Now, there will be another icon up there that'll be a red, looks like a movie camera. I do have a number of videos that are attached from my YouTube page and link over. So if you have a question on how to do a burpee or something along those lines, you can click on this, it'll pop up a video and it'll show an actual burpee. And I have pretty good coverage on these now. I shot another like maybe 100 or so videos this spring. And so we should have pretty good coverage on everything we're going to do. Input this information so when I see this information come through on my end in the coaching module, I can see you've completed the workouts. This is how you get your 5 points for your workouts. You fill in this information. If, for example, the reps, it's asking for 15, you type in 15. If you did 17, you type in 17. If, for example, it's asking you to do as many reps as possible in 1 minute, and you have 1 minute, and at the end of that minute, you've done 37 reps, you type in 37. It'll track your progress, and I can see you've completed it, but also you can see your progress. And you can see that if I go back one slide, in maxes and PRs, so you go in here, you open that, it'll show all your progress for all your exercises. It's a pretty cool little tool. So with that, my friends, I got nothing else for you today. Be on the lookout for that push notification for a couple workouts this week. If you run into a problem logging in or have an issue, let me know. I will also be putting up the next presentation probably later on today for general adaptation syndrome. But right now I have to run off and go train a client. Be well, be smart, get a good workout. Thanks, guys.